How's it going, everyone? Shifty here, and recently I posted a couple of videos showing how to get 30-second supers on a warlock and titan. Well, I had some requests to do the same thing on a hunter. In this video, I'm going to deliver on that request. Now overall, this is a little bit difficult on a hunter. The reason being is hunters don't have that many abilities to help regen other abilities. For example, on a Chaos Reach Warlock, you have Ionic Traces, you can also cancel your super early, and you have an exotic like Geomag Stabilizers. Then on a Bottom Tree Sunbreaker Titan, you have Sunspots which help you get your abilities back that much faster. Regardless of all that, I managed to put together a 30-second super build for hunters. Before I get into it, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. My subclass of choice for this video was Bottom Tree Nightstalker. I went with this for a couple of reasons. First of all, it has lockdown which makes grenade effects last twice as long. Then it has combat provision which makes it so damaging enemies with grenades grants melee ability energy, making allies invisible grants grenade energy. This is going to be extremely useful for this build because it relies so heavily on using your grenade ability. Also, this makes it so you gain grenade energy when you make yourself invisible. In order to make yourself invisible on this subclass, you throw your smoke bomb, which is your melee charge. Since I want to be able to use my invisibility frequently, I went with Gambler's Dodge. This makes it so dodging near enemies fully recharges my melee ability. And for my grenade of choice, I went with a Vortex Grenade. Then for my exotic in this build, I went with the 6th Coyote. This gives me 2 charges of Gambler's Dodge. Now let's go over my armor mod setup. To use the build exactly how I have it, you're going to need 2 void pieces of armor and 1 solar. The other 2 pieces of armor can be any element. For my armor mods, I'm going to start with my helmet and work my way down. Here I have double ashes to assets. This gives me a bonus to super energy on grenade kills. Then in my combat slot I have elemental ordnance. Defeating a combatant with a grenade spawns an elemental well that matches your subclass energy type. That means when I get a grenade kill, I'll generate a void elemental well. Then in my arms I have grenade launcher loader because I am using salvager salvo as one of my weapons. In my combat slot here I have elemental charge. This makes it so I become charged with light by picking up an elemental well. If the elemental well's element type matches my subclass, I will gain 2 stacks of charged with light. As I already mentioned, grenade kills will generate a void well, and when I pick that up, I'll gain 2 stacks of charged with light. Then in my chest armor, I have double concussive dampener, which reduces incoming area of effect damage. I just picked that to reduce some damage in some circumstances. Then I have the energy converter mod, which can only go in void armor. This makes it so while I'm charged with light, using my grenade attack grants me super energy. This does consume all stacks of charged with light. This will only give up to a maximum of 50% of my total super though. So say I'm at 60% of my super energy. If I throw my grenade, I will gain no super energy. The reason being is I'm over that 50% threshold. This mod is great for using immediately after your super ends. I do want to mention if you are over 50% super energy and you throw your grenade, you will keep your stacks of charged with light. Then in my legs I have double grenade launcher scavenger, and in my combat mod slot here I have supercharged. Without this mod I can only carry a maximum of 2 charges of light. With this mod I can carry an additional 2 stacks. That means I can carry up to 4 stacks of charged with light. And finally in my class item I have distribution. This reduces all ability cooldowns when using your class ability near enemies. I'll be doing that quite often since I'm using Gambler's Dodge. Then I have stacks on stacks, so I gain an extra stack of charged with light for every stack I gain. If you remember, every time I get a grenade kill, I'll create a void elemental well. When I pick that up, I'll gain 2 stacks of charged with light, but with stacks on stacks, I'll gain 4 stacks of charged with light. If you're having trouble seeing how this build is used in action, don't worry, I'll show you how to use it in just a moment. Before I get to that, I do want to make some weapon recommendations. 2 perks that go great with this build are Thresh and Demolitionist. With that said, I'm using a Chroma Rush with Thresh. Then I have Salvager Salvo with Demolitionist selected. And I have the Quick Fang Hunter Sword with Thresh. Anyway, now I'm going to explain how to use this build. After that, I'll show you some gameplay where I get several back-to-back supers. Your goal here is to get a kill with your grenade so you can gain 4 stacks of charged with light. When you do pick up an elemental well, you should have 4 stacks now. Now you want to use your smoke grenade to go invisible. This will give you some more grenade energy back. Then you want to dodge to get your smoke grenade back. Use that again to gain more grenade energy. You should easily have your grenade back by now. Then you want to throw it onto some enemies. This will take advantage of ashes to assets so you gain bonus super energy. After you've used your first super, you're going to want to look for a group of enemies to throw your grenade on. This will proc energy converter and give you a decent chunk of super energy, and your grenade kills will also give you bonus super energy. Then from here you just want to use your smoke grenade to get your grenade back, and using your dodge to get your smoke grenade back. As soon as you have another grenade up, throw it on a group of enemies. Your goal here is to get the remaining amount of super energy using ashes to assets, so you need grenade kills. And from here you can see how the process repeats itself. You'll get most of your kills from your grenade and super, but if you want to, you can use your thresh or demolitionist weapons to get your grenade back, or to help get a little bit of extra super energy if your grenade isn't up yet. So that's all there is to using this build. Now I'm going to show you it in action at the Altar of Sorrow. For this gameplay, I will have a different variation where I also use Impulse Recycler in my arms. That mod is on the seasonal artifact, and you can definitely slot it if you want to. That makes it so grenade kills give back a little bit of grenade energy. Anyway, let's get right into it.